What is happening, Roger Report fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the unmissable updates you need to know right now. From shocking quarterback moves that almost rewrote the NFL map, we're about to break down how the Pittsburgh Steelers landing Aaron Rodgers was a near miss, with a stunning alternate reality where he could have ended up somewhere completely unexpected. This story is wild. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, his new team is already buzzing. We've got a bold prediction from a Steelers star that is setting incredibly high expectations for Rodgers' Week 1 performance. Is he ready to defy age and critics? We're diving into what his teammate thinks and what it means for the Steelers' season. Then, get ready for a showdown that's already making history. The Pittsburgh Steelers are set to face off against the New York Jets, and this isn't just any game. It's a monumental clash featuring two quarterbacks who switched teams, marking a first in NFL history. We've got all the live updates, highlights, and what you need to watch for. And finally, the moment everyone's been waiting for: Aaron Rodgers' return to MetLife Stadium. His first steps back onto the field have gone viral, and we're breaking down the emotion, the anticipation, and what this game means for Rodgers and the Jets. You've got to see this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the Rodger Report, ring that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Aaron Rodgers' Steelers move was almost a completely different story. Did you know the Pittsburgh Steelers' acquisition of Aaron Rodgers could have gone a completely different direction? We're talking about a scenario where the four-time MVP might have landed with a different NFC contender. The path to Pittsburgh was far from simple, involving a complex domino effect that nearly sent Rodgers to an entirely unexpected team. It all circles back to a crucial decision involving Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams. According to NFL insider Jay Glazer, the Rams were surprisingly prepared to make a move for Aaron Rodgers if their franchise quarterback, Matthew Stafford, had departed the team. Early in the offseason, contract negotiations between Stafford and the Rams hit a standstill. At that point, Los Angeles considered signing Rodgers as a potential replacement. This would have drastically altered the NFL landscape, potentially placing Rodgers in a different conference and with a team that was already a Super Bowl contender. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers were also navigating their quarterback options. Reports indicate they pursued Matthew Stafford aggressively, but a trade couldn't be finalized. They also attempted to re-sign Justin Fields, but he opted to join the New York Jets. With these options off the table, the Steelers pivoted to Aaron Rodgers. The entire situation highlights how close the NFL's quarterback carousel came to spinning in a dramatically different direction. Ultimately, Matthew Stafford and the Rams reached an agreement, keeping Stafford in Los Angeles. This decision not only secured the Rams' quarterback situation, but also closed the door on their pursuit of Rodgers. The Raiders also emerged as a serious contender for Stafford, even reportedly offering him a massive contract, but he chose to stay put. This chain of events left Aaron Rodgers to find his new home with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the what-ifs are truly mind-boggling. This near miss had fans buzzing online, with many speculating about how different the AFC and NFC playoff races might have looked. The ripple effects of Stafford's decision were felt across multiple franchises. But what does this mean for Rodgers' immediate impact? Get ready for a bold prediction from his new teammate about his Week 1 debut against the Jets. Steelers star Patrick Queen banks on Aaron Rodgers' Week 1 brilliance. With Aaron Rodgers set to make his highly anticipated debut for the Pittsburgh Steelers, the pressure is on. After a less-than-stellar 2024 season, many are questioning if the 41-year-old quarterback still has what it takes to lead a team to contention. However, one of his new teammates is singing his praises and making a bold prediction for Week 1. Steelers linebacker Patrick Queen spoke with NFL Network's Mike Garafolo, sharing his immense confidence in Rodgers. Queen believes Rodgers has a lot to prove, but a whole lot not to prove, emphasizing that the veteran quarterback should simply go out there and play free. Queen's outlook is clear. "I think he will be great, and I can't wait to watch." This ringing endorsement from a key defensive player signals strong locker room belief. Rodgers is stepping into a storied organization under the legendary leadership of Coach Mike Tomlin, who boasts an incredible streak of never having a losing season. Despite losing key offensive players like Najee Harris and trading George Pickens, the Steelers have added talent like rookie running back Caleb Johnson and Pro Bowl receiver DK Metcalf. The success of this revamped offense, and Rodgers' ability to elevate it at his age, remains a central question. Fans and analysts are closely watching to see if Rodgers can recapture his MVP form and if the Steelers have the offensive firepower to be true AFC contenders. Queen's confidence, however, suggests that the team is ready to rally behind their new signal caller. This Week 1 matchup is already historic for another reason entirely. We're talking about a game that marks the first-ever NFL season opener between starting quarterbacks who swapped teams they previously led. Historic NFL showdown, Rodgers Steelers versus Fields Jets in Week 1. The 2025 NFL season kicks off with an immediate must-watch game. The Pittsburgh Steelers, led by Aaron Rodgers, facing off against the New York Jets, quarterbacked by Justin Fields. This isn't just any season opener. It's a landmark moment in NFL history as it features the first-ever starting quarterbacks to swap teams and start for their new squads in Week 1. Aaron Rodgers makes his Steelers debut after spending time as the Jets starter, where he held a 6-12 record. In a fascinating twist, Justin Fields will debut for the Jets, having finished last season 4-2 as Pittsburgh's starting QB. The storylines don't stop there, with new faces like DK Metcalf beginning his tenure with the Steelers and Aaron Glenn kicking off his coaching career with the Jets. Recent history offers a slight edge to the Jets in head-to-head matchups, holding a 6-5 record in their last 11 meetings against Pittsburgh, though their all-time record against the Steelers is a less impressive 7-19. The Jets have struggled in season openers, losing 7 of their last 9, while the Steelers have a more favorable 6-1 record in that span. The question looms: can Justin Fields and the new-look Jets coaching staff turn things around in New York, or will Aaron Rodgers, alongside new weapon DK Metcalf and defensive stalwart TJ Watt, set the tone for Pittsburgh? Fans are eager to follow every play, highlight, and crucial moment as this historic game unfolds in New York. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers' return to New York, his very first steps back onto the field at MetLife Stadium have already become a viral sensation. Aaron Rodgers' viral return to MetLife Stadium for Steelers versus Jets. The 2025 NFL regular season is officially underway, and for Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, Week 1 carries a special significance. A return to MetLife Stadium, his former home turf with the New York Jets. Just hours before kickoff, an NFL X account captured a moment that quickly went viral. Aaron Rodgers walked through the Jets' tunnel and onto the field. This marked his first steps back at MetLife since the Jets' victory over the Miami Dolphins in the final week of the 2024 season. Despite a tumultuous departure from New York, with blame often directed at new Jets head coach Aaron Glenn, Rodgers has maintained that Week 1 is just another game on the schedule. The anticipation surrounding this game is immense, not only because of the historic quarterback swap, but also due to Rodgers' personal return. The broadcast will offer viewers a chance to see if the Steelers' season opener unfolds as expected, with live coverage providing scores, highlights, and key plays. This moment underscores the emotional and narrative weight of Rodgers' comeback game. Fans are closely following Rodgers' performance and the Steelers' overall season trajectory. The viral footage of his return highlights the intense media scrutiny and public interest surrounding his every move. That's a wrap on today's explosive news. But don't go anywhere, because we've got a lightning-round recap of all the top stories and a huge call to action coming right up. All right, Rodger Report fam, that was a whirlwind. Aaron Rodgers' path to Pittsburgh was a near miss. Patrick Queen is hyping up Rodgers for Week 1. The Steelers and Jets are making NFL history with their QB swap, and Rodgers' return to MetLife is going viral. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe to the Rodger Report for all your breaking sports news. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below with your predictions, and follow us on all socials for even more exclusive content.